Good evening, guys. My name is Karol Mashiro. I'll be explaining chapter 8, which is not in the module. And the question reads as follows. A machine has a scrap value of 9,500 and will cost 55,000 to replace it in the future in 6 months' time. So the saying scrap value of 9,500 and the replacement value is 55,000. A sinking fund is to be established into which deposit will be made at the end of each and every month for the 6-year period. This deposit will escalate annually after every 12 months by 10%. At the end of each month, over the 6-year period, an amount of 250 will be withdrawn to pay for the maintenance of the machine. The deposit into the fund must allow for the maintenance payment and accumulate the difference between the purchase price of a new machine and scrap value of the old machine in 6 years' time. The fund earns interest of 13.25% per annum compounded monthly. This is tax-free. Then the question says I should determine the first payment into the fund. So what I should start with first, I should find the accumulated amount, which is replacement value minus scrap value, right? And then you say 55,000 minus 9,500. Then the answer is 45,500. Then get this answer, write it down somewhere else. Then now I should write the timeline for this question. So we know that this thing it escalates each and every year. It's annually. So meaning that the P I will be paying will be like this for 1 year, right? And afterwards it's 10% increase after a year. So just say 10% of this price of this amount, and it's gonna be 1.1p, 1.1p, 1.1p. And remember, from here to 12 years, to 12 months, it's 1 year. And from here to 24, it's second year. And then from here onwards, it's 1.1 squared p, because this is just saying 3 times, so just put it put it as 2 on top there. 1.1 p squared. P squared. From here to 36, it's 3 years. So from 37, 1.1 p cubed. From 37 to 48, it will be 1.1 cubic p. Then now I want to check the difference. I want to, this thing it will be long, so just check the years and the amount in which these P's are being paid for. You see here is 2, right? You see here is 2, then this is 3 years. So the difference here is just 1, right? But you know that this thing should be for 72 months. For 72 months, which is gonna be the 6th year. 60, 61, 62. This is 6, right? So here should be 5 because 4, 3. So it should just be 1 difference there. Right, now we are done with our timeline. And the question needs me to find the first payment. And remember, they told us about a money that is being 250 that is being paid for payment of for maintenance of the vehicle, right? Of the machine, So meaning that we're gonna have 250, which is gonna be going out. $250 should be going out for the rest of the 72 months. And we have the future value here that we don't know of now. So after that, going back to equation of value, up arrow is equal to an arrow, focal point is 72 months, right? So you see, my up arrow is at 250 and the future value, right? So we're saying that I'm gonna say future value plus then the 250 payment as, because we are going forward, we're going to this focal point, and it's gonna be 72 payments with the interest of 13.25% divided by 12 is equals to. So now we're gonna add this side. This side is the payment side, right? So the payment side are these p's and 1p and 1p squared. So we're just gonna say p as we having 12 payments in a year, which has the interest of 13.25% divided by 12. But then we know that this thing is only for this 1 year. But then we want it to be here, so we need to shift it forward, right? So we're just gonna say 1 plus the interest 18.25% divided by 12, and then just saying 12 minus 12. 72 minus 12 months here. It was going to give you 60, right? And you continue to the second part. 1.1 p as 12, same thing, 18.25% divided by 12. We're shifting it forward. 25 divided by 12%. So just saying 60 minus 12 is 48. And then you continue again. Now I can see that this thing, each and every yearly payment I shifted forward until I reach this point, right? So we should just do that. So now I want to just skip these two parts and go to this last one. So just saying P as 12, 18.25% divided by 12. So because this is 1.1 again, then here is 1.15. So because this is the last yearly payment, and then you don't need to shift it anywhere, because like now we are at the 72 monthly payment at our destination, so it's fine like this. So remember the accumulated amount that you found previously. This is the future value that I was talking about. The future value amount there that I'm talking about is the accumulated amount which we calculated initially when we starting this question. And then the future value amount, it was 45,500. Then you plus this whole thing. We're getting 27278.79901, and then we're saying equal to. So with this side, with how I'm doing it, I will just, can I just erase here a bit? Plus so this side, what is the common thing that you are seeing here? So you can see that we are having this ugly thing here, as my common common factor. So what I'll be doing now, I'll just take this ugly thing out of this beautiful thing here. So I'll just say P as 12 and the interest 18.25% divided by 12. And then what am I left with here? I'm only left with the bracket, right? 1 plus 18.25% divided by 12 to the power of 60. And then here I'm left with 1.1 bracket 1 plus 18.25% by 12 to the power 48 plus dot dot dot, and then here what am I left with? I'm only left with this 1.1 to the power of 5, 1.1 to the power of 5 only, right? So we know that this is I can say we can't find it as it is like this, so we can just use the sum formula to find what is inside here. I hope you copied everything down. So the sum formula is Sn is equals to A open bracket 1 minus R n divided by 1 minus R, right? So after this, I just need to find my A. This is my A. the first number in the brackets is my A. So A is equals to 1 plus 13.25% divided by 12 to the power of 16. And then we calculate it. It's 1.93260561.2. And then find R. R is term 2 divided by term 1, right? So this is my term 2 divided by my term 1. Saying 1.1, 1 plus the interest to the power 48 divided by 1 plus 18, 1 plus the interest, and then by this you can see that to the power of 16. By this loss of exponent, you can take the 2 and then subtract. You're gonna find 1.1 open bracket 1 plus the interest divided by 12 minus 12. 14 minus 6 is minus 12, and then we find what is there. Get 0.9641931414. Right? You can see there. And then afterwards, I get the sum of those things that were in the bracket. Then it's as sum of how many terms. So this is the tricky part. In the bracket, we had how many escalations? We had 6 escalations, right? So we are looking at that. So we are saying sum of 6 terms, which were some of the 6 escalations that were happening there. And then we're saying S6 is equals to A as this one, 1.932612. 1 minus R as this 0.9641931414, and here the 6 should come here as well. 6 and divide by 1 minus 0.9641931414, right? And S6 is equals to S6 is equals to 10 point equals to 10.60588708. S6 is equals to 10.60588708. Then the future value, going back, I hope you copy this down. Going to the future value. In the future value, we had the 45,500 plus the 250 as 72, and the interest 13.25% divided by 12 is equals to. So remember, we took something out. We took the thing that I said it was ugly out, right? So it was P as 12 with the interest of 13.25 divided by 12, and then the 10.60 10.605878. Right, and then after that, you add this first, you take that one, you divide here, and then by so doing, add this one, right? It's 72778.80, and then it's PS 12 15, the percentage divided by 12, 10.605878, and then we take this one, divide it here. We're gonna be left with P as 12, and the interest divided by 12, and then after dividing here, we're gonna be, after dividing here, 72778.80 divided by 10.605878. Gonna be left with 686.123947. Then we use our expensive calculator to find the value of P. It's 537.94. And I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and good luck for the exam. Thank you.